Programming A. Your next assignment is called Painting with Shapes. With animation, you've done some basic ones with shape patterns, and you're building on that. And the new idea we're using now builds on that idea of if statements, and now you're going to be using your mouse to maybe drag around and control your patterns, like this one is my example. Ooh. So that's with the mouse. And you think about, okay, and I press any key and it resets. This is called user input. We'll see the power of if statements along with variables can create some pretty neat things. Some other examples of that. This is a stoplight. If you press the key, then it changes the... So I'm pressing the key and I'm also clicking my mouse, and we get different kinds of behaviors. Another one from last semester, this one's quite fun. You try to shoot the ball. Darn it. So this one's quite fun. And I go. Oh, darn. So there is a way to make it go into the thing, but it's quite hard. He's quite good. And this one is quite interesting. There's some borrowed examples, some dragging mouse behavior. Notice the circles being drawn again. And also the little shading, the color over here of the shape. These are all satisfying the shape patterns assignment. Oops. Let's see, to start drawing, I need to make this bigger. Some students, like this is the main thing. Like think about MS Paint or whatever the Mac equivalent is. That's the inspiration of this assignment. I can change the colors to a different one, red, yellow, orange, and I'm pressing different keys to get this kind of behavior. Ooh, some funky things. You can see the shape pattern origins in this assignment, except it follows my mouse. And some more examples. What does this do? I will have to press the left arrow key. So this one draws a symmetric kind of pattern. The dots change according to the color. Pretty neat. Another one. Oh, okay. So those are just some examples of what you can do with this assignment. It's a short one, and you can build on what you did for shape patterns. And the two essential lines that you'll need is in the starter code. If you press the mouse, then something happens, you fill in that then, or if you press a key, something else happens. Conditionals. But you still have the option of coding in GameLab if you want. In that case, be careful, because your keyboard, your mouse, and your environment variables look a little different than they do in CodePen. So be sure to look at the assignment prompt at the very bottom if you're using GameLab. Click on those links to figure out how to use the mouse and use specific keys. And up here, these ones are from last semester. These are the special variables that will help you accomplish your painting with shapes, but they'll work just in CodePen. Cool? So explore, and I failed to mention this last week, but for those that want some more examples, please go to p5.js. This is like your home base. This is your instruction manual to how to code in this library we're using. And this is like your reference, p5.js.org/reference. And if you click on examples, they can have some already pretty cool working tools, like mouse one-dimensional movement. You get these kinds of blocks. If you copy and paste this code into CodePen, it works, in which case you can modify it to your liking. Like here's another cool one that moves two-dimensionally, kind of neat. Ooh. So that is another tool to help you learn. And it works more so with CodePen than with GameLab. With GameLab, think about that as your intro. If you walk through those tutorials, it teaches you the very basics. And if you want to go more complicated, that's what CodePen's for. Any questions on your assignments? Yes, and I'll be right over, Devin. Questions for the whole class, clarifying points? Nope? Okay.